This episode is about how we got home from Scotland. It's got some travel tips, but there's almost no cycling. Sorry. We caught one of the first trains of the day running from Edinburgh Waverley Station to London's King's Cross Station. We stashed our bikes, in their cases, at a storage place just across from the station, then caught the tube to another train to another train. And that one took us to Littlehampton. We went to Littlehampton to see Carol's Aunt Norma, one of our favorite people. Norma is a marvel, very successful, cultured, always taking care of others, the patients at her nursing home, family, or one of the many charities that she runs around the world. We stayed in the guest room at Norma's house with a view of the ocean. We first stayed there almost 30 years ago. Since then, Norma has gotten even more gorgeous artwork, which literally covers every wall of her home. Here's a peek. We chilled with Norma that evening and drank too much champagne. The next day we had breakfast and then coffee on the porch. Then later we went to Amberley for tea and a stroll around the grounds. Norma was putting together a big family gathering to see Carol and me tomorrow, so she dropped us in Arundel to do some things. We had a tasty pizza, saw the castle again, and shopped for gifts before catching the bus back to Littlehampton just in time to take a little walk on the beach. Then we had dinner and champagne with Norma and listened to some stories. The day after that, we got out of the way of the party preparations by walking a few miles for coffee. It was a windy day on the coast. Then the house filled up with friends and family, and we feasted.
It's not too bad.
Because they said, well, Norma, what's the...
Followed by a constitutional along the now a little less windy boardwalk. Norma had to go back to tending to business at her nursing home the next day, so Carol and I knocked about Littlehampton.
Walking to the train station.
Into the train.
Heading to the train.
The rain stopped.
Once we determined where the train station was and bought our tickets for the next day, I got a hot shave with a straight razor, and Carol got a pedicure. Then we had one last English pub lunch.
So I'm filming you, actually.
You're filming me.
So if I, just out of interest...
That night, after dinner, I showed Norma the wonders of a GoPro camera.
Oh, and you can see the other side what you've got.
There's a little preview thing there.
Ah.
Although the preview window leaves out a bunch of it.
Do you have a film in here, or is it battery?
It's just, there's a SIM card. A little card about the size of my fingernail.
Never.
Yes. And it holds more video than I can almost record with that thing with 3 batteries. So the batteries run out before the card does.
Really?
Early the next morning, we caught the train back to London. Got our bikes back from storage. Took a cab to our hotel near Heathrow and relaxed. The next day we got on a plane and into these super seats that Carol had travel hacked for us. And that evening we were home. Next week, lessons learned. See you then.